Hello my friends and welcome back to Coffee Tea Paper. Today I thought we would talk about making our life simple and working out an easy way to create a journal spread, and that is by choosing your colour palette. So what I've done here is I've got a sticker sheet that one of my pen pals has sent me, and I love all the elements on this, so I'm going to use this as my colour palette. I'm going through my stash and I'm having a look at things that tie in or match. So here we've got that same sort of reddy pinks, we've got a neutral background, we've got some greens, these sort of leafy greens, all of which are echoed on the sticker sheet and on the paper. So what are some other elements we can add? Well, because this week that I'm doing is the changeover week to March, I've got this Black Milk Project calendar sticker, and of course March has 31 days and it's a pretty neutral kind of beige, so it ties in really nicely. And then I've got this sheet of washi dots as well, and it's got some of that shades of grey and steely blue and a bit of the pink, and so I think it will work in, like even the pages on the book is a similar shade of blue there. So these things all are tying in together, but I think we need to bring out a bit of the green on those stickers and on that paper. I don't have an exact green that matches this washi, these washi stickers in my washi tapes, but I do have two shades of green that sort of sit either side of that, so I'm going to use those. I'm going to add some other elements as well. I've got this other washi tape which has little label stickers or banner stickers, and I'm going to use this pink one here, and there's also a beigey brownie one on the roll as well, so we're going to use them too. So that's just an easy way. Now I've been totally influenced by Ali over at Dabbling in Journals, and she uses these little stickers a lot. She put a link on Amazon, and so I've had them sitting there in my shopping cart for a while because they were a little bit expensive. And then I got a notification saying, hey, this is dropped by $7. And I went, okay, that suits me. So yeah, you get 4 boxes like this, a pink, a blue, a green, and a sort of a beigey brown. And there are an absolute ton of stickers in there. And they all are a sort of translucent washi finish, and so Ali, you've totally influenced me and I have bought them. But they're actually really good for laying themselves as well, because like in this box for example, there is everything from pale pink to white to darker pinks, maroons and browns, all of which go really nicely together, so it's a little sort of a layering ensemble together, even without adding anything else. I'm thinking I might use that stamp, but I don't sticker, but I don't in the end. So that's the brand Yushian or something like that, but yeah. I'll see if I can find a link to it on Amazon as well to share in my description box. Now to add in some other interest, I have the matching stamp from the Black Milk Project calendar sticker there, and I think it's called Soulmate, so I do like that one. And because it changed over to March in this week that I'm decorating, I'm getting out my March stamp. And because the stickers are kind of all that homey vibes with the teapots and a vase and a table, I thought I'll bring in some stamps that reflect the element of home. I did a little tour of my house last time. If you haven't seen that and you're interested, yeah, you can go and check out my video before this one. Okay, so sorry about the weird color changing there. That was a bit odd. So let's get started with the pages. Now, the other thing I want to share with you is that my pen pal who sent me this sticker sheet, she also sent me some other things which I have used to make a really, really easy way to personalize the cover of your journals. So if a collage or putting stickers on it isn't for you, but you would like to personalize your journal covers, I might just have a very quick and easy tip for you at the end. So once we get into this, what I'm doing here is, because I'm so corner centric, I am trying to find the little flecks and elements in that paper that I want to keep visible. And so I'm just going through and tearing the paper into sizes and shapes that I want to use on my page. So I'm having a triangle down in the corner and a vertical rectangle to work in with the shapes of the columns in this vertical layout. And then of course I end up with another corner, which I unsurprisingly, triangle that I put in the corner. Oh dear, it just works out. Look, last week wasn't very busy in my, watch those clips, they can be a bit dangerous. It wasn't very busy because of course this was the Tuesday that I had my surgery, and there's a lot of rest and not much else happened. I did a bit of pen paling and I did a YouTube video, and that was about it. So this sticker, I really want it to sit across the two pages, and rather than trying to stick it down over the seam in the book, I have decided to cut it in half, though not very well, so it's a bit crooked. I would advise it, maybe do it with a ruler on the back and draw a line, or maybe use a guillotine cutter, or one of those slidey cutter things, if you want it to be a bit more accurate than what I've done there, but that's okay. So you can see there's one of those stickers that I'm using, and they are so lovely. I am very, very glad that I caved and purchased them after that Amazon always tempting me with reductions. But I've been really good. I've been so good this month. So good. I've been so tempted by so many things. I can't lie though, I have totally put my name down to be notified about heaps of new releases that are coming out. And yeah, I'm gonna really have to work on my willpower. Travelers Notebook's bringing out the Olive edition in their permanent lineup, and a local shop here is also going to start stocking Superior Labour items, and Travelers Notebook is also bringing out into their permanent lineup their sticker release and the accordion insert. So I tell you, it's, I gotta really try. Anyway, So the good thing about choosing one element to work your palette around, so for example I have picked this sticker sheet today, is that you can also use the entire sticker sheet, which is what I end up doing. So it's a really good way to also get over a bit of your fear of sticker placement phobia, and just commit to using an entire sheet on one layout. Yeah. So there you go. I have used the entire sheet. I'm very, very impressed with myself. So I'm coming in with these banners now, and because I can't help myself, I have actually fussy cut that out because I like to have the kind of die shaped edges around, or contoured edges, I don't know what you would call it, around the shapes. So yeah, I've knocked off the corners from this rounded rectangle banner, for example, and I have cut around that top one as well. It's funny, I like neat edges on those sorts of shapes, and on the washi tape I like ragged torn edges. I don't know why. I really don't. Anyway, so I'm just coming in with those two different shades of green here to pick up that colour on the stickers that I've already put down. And yeah, there I go, tearing the straight edges off the washi tape. It's a little bit wasteful. I try to use both torn bits, both sides, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Yeah. So what I'm stamping with here, because it's quite a soft spread with sort of muted colours, I didn't want to come in with a black ink, and I didn't want to use more of the same colours, so I'm just using a Shachihata silver grey ink here. Which ties in nicely with the sticker dots, which I am just about to place. I do love these washi dots. They are such a fun way to just tie everything together. So what my theory is here is that if I have a pink element up the top, I'll put a pinkish circle down the bottom. And if I have a greyish element down the bottom, I'll put a greyish element up the top. And I always try to overlap different things. So they, just trying to create a bit of that dialogue between the elements. Anyway, I want to show you what I have done as a really quick and easy personalization for your journal. So my friend who sent me the sticker sheet also sent me some serviettes, like paper serviettes or paper napkins. And I'm not into kind of like decoupage or anything, but one of my other pen pals had said to me, oh, do you know it's really easy? You can just like use a glue stick and stick on like serviettes. And I went, oh yeah. But she sent me such beautiful napkins or serviettes. I thought, oh, that'd be really, really nice to cover my journals with. So I did the bird one first, which probably wasn't quite as successful as the bunny one, because you can see there I've got a crease mark on the cover. But basically, all I did was work out where I wanted the design to look on the cover, on the front, so what I wanted to be sort of front and center on the cover. And then I opened up the journal flat so that the cover was spread out, and then lined up the serviette on that. And my pen pal had already removed all the different layers, so there's really just the very thin top printed layer with the design. So I'll show you one of those so you can see what I mean. Come on, stop flicking through. Yeah, you can see I'm really chuffed with it. I think it looks really nice. I keep smoothing it. And yeah, they tie in really nicely. The colours work well together for that little trio of journals that I have there. So I'll just show you the materials that I use to create that. So it's just that single sort of printed part of the napkin with the different how that comes with like a couple of different layers, and they're attached together. And then just a really heavy duty glue stick. So this is my big glue stick that's blue so you can see where you have glued. And then after I had that crease on one, I got out my brayer that I normally use for other things. I'll talk about that another time. But yeah, I use that brayer just to smooth out the serviette and get rid of any wrinkles and glue bubbles and things. I think it worked out really well on the bunny rabbit one. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. So let's have a little closer look at my journal pages. Thanks for watching. Bye.